Welcome back, travelers, to Out of Resin podcast. I'm Sharp, and with me are Kitsu and Debuxer. So, how was your week, guys?
Hello. My week was good. I'm slightly annoyed at the Pokemon catching situation right now because I cannot catch the freaking birds that I want. But
Gotta
aside
catch 'em
from that,
all.
it's always okay.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to find every animal because some of them I have yet to register in the archive.
Oh yeah.
So to me this is kind of fun, like the exploration, and I'm not going to go on YouTube or Google because I really want to look for them all on my own.
I mean that's fair. It can get a bit annoying though, especially the
Yeah,
the smaller creatures.
true.
I still have a few to unlock in the archive as well. Some birds and a specific, I think it's a ferret or kind of.
Hmm.
And I have no idea how it
Oh,
looks like even.
yeah.
Yeah.
About that, I kinda wanted the Tanuki dude to be catchable, but
Yeah.
PPNs, because from all the pets around the map, or pets, no, the
Creatures.
loot.
Yeah.
The loot creatures you have on the map, that one is the most awesome for me. So it would be nice to see that. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's see if they add it up on the future. But
Yeah, but it's weird that you can catch, for example, the foxes where you do not interact with them whatsoever, and you couldn't catch at least one tanuki. It's kind of.
Yeah.
I know that they unlock items, for example, artifacts and such, but for example, if one of them had already been, discovered beforehand, they could have made it like at least the option to catch it.
Mm-hmm. True.
Maybe in the future,
Uh,
who knows?
yeah. So today we are going to talk about the in-game events only. So guys, what do you guys have to say about this?
Well, I have a few complaints and a few positive things to say. My complaint is primarily regarding the limitation on the co-op side of events, but everything on its own time. I'm actually curious because I have no idea about this. I think we mentioned it before, but my memory, it's kind of scuffed. What is your guys? Do you have any favorite one? Like the ultimate favorite event or events?
Well, I'm a bit undecided on that.
Oh,
I really like the first event because I think it was the Elemental Crucible,
oh yeah.
because it was it was the first event where we all played in co-op, and it was really fun to me. I really like the co-op options of the event, so to me this is my favorite just because it was the first that we did. Yeah, the nostalgia. But yeah, I enjoyed the ones where we have the co-op option.
Yeah.
The others, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we had the snowman event.
Yeah.
Eh,
It's okay.
but more on that later.
it's doable. How about you, Sharp? Do you have any preferred one?
Well, I'm kind of like the Boxer, because I have on my mind like 4 of them, but everyone has their special characteristic. But probably I have to say it was the one where you could play the music instrument, where you saw the notes coming up, and you at the time to press the keys, and you play with other characters on the map. And for me, I played Guitar Hero, so that one is a special one for me.
Yeah, you like rhythm events.
No. But I really liked the lantern event.
Oh
where
yeah.
It was super pretty. The animations and everything was beautiful.
True.
But maybe in terms of only that, because like in mechanics and you have to go around and do some chores, collecting materials to build the lanterns. It was just that, and I preferred the other one, as an event per se, better.
Yeah. The lantern ride had a lot of activities, but not all of them, at least in my opinion, but a lot of them were kind of repetitive and boring.
Yeah.
That one where you catch the things for the chest.
Yeah.
After a while, it's more of the same. So
True.
I also enjoyed the lantern ride, but what I liked more on in the event, it was just how it looked, not the tasks that we had to do.
You like the aesthetic, not the actual content itself. Yeah.
And I've seen a lot in the community that it's I think probably the most liked event, but I don't want to be mainstream, so I'm not gonna say that it was my favorite. So
you can't follow the trend, huh?
True.
As for me, my favorite event is the Theater Mechanicus. I really like tower defense type of gameplays. So, and I really liked it. However, I only enjoy it not alone. I enjoy to do with other people. If an event has a co-op option, I prefer to do it with friends, such as you guys. But yeah, it's the Theater Mechanicus. I didn't appreciate the second version of it as much, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, true.
Actually, do you guys have any event that you don't like? When you see, this is coming.
Well, you said about that event. I have to say it's that one.
I mean,
precisely that one.
Fair, because the one that I despise the most, it's your favorite.
I was just like thinking about this is going to happen.
Yeah, it's when it comes to even preferences, me and you, it's always on our group chat. It's when we see that one of them is coming, there's always like, yay, or ugh, no. Yeah.
True.
But aside from the rhythm events, the one I can say, how can I say this? I like the idea, I like the concept, but the execution for me was a bit annoying, which was Wind Trace, the hide and seek.
Oh yeah, true.
It can be fun, but only if you're hiding, not seeking. At least for me, I'm terrible at finding others.
Yeah.
And
I mean, because when you were hiding, you needed to pull a lot of your creativity to find a place to hide. I've seen people like just hiding in the bushes with Mona in the sprint state, like when she turns into water.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I don't think that was fair. I think they are bringing it back, and I hope Hayaka and Mona's sprint are disabled, because that's kind of cheating. I know that it's something that the characters do, but I don't know. I just think it gives a lot of advantage, you know.
True, definitely.
My favorite map, although, was the Dawn Winery, because you get to be a little lamp, and I liked to hide as a lamp. And I actually like the whole thrill of seeing the hunter coming close, and you're like, oh no. But I don't know. There was the whole Mona users. That's what pissed me off, actually.
Hi, I'm a Mona user.
I mean, Mona users on that event. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, yeah, but I used a lot of Mona for the event.
Oh my god, no!
Go through with it.
How dare you? I'm happy. I'm happy I did not play against you. Oh, actually, another thing because talking about co-op, I was not very fond of the idea that if you matched with, in a preset party, that you would not win coins. Yes, I know it's to avoid people to farm them easily, but you could at least, receive half of them or a quarter, but nothing at all. It just like defeated the purpose of being a co-op. You're supposed to go up to have fun, but also have an objective. Just for the sake of playing hide and seek, I don't think it's a good way to go around it. But that's just me, though.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you said, just half the coins or a quarter. I think it would be fun, and we'd still have a lot of fun with it.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, what the one I enjoyed less was the Moonlight Seeker. I mean, we probably were going to talk about this a little bit later on in the episode. But
which one is that?
The Moonlight Seeker, you had those little green things that the Moon Chase charm.
Yeah.
That they simply didn't serve any purpose. I mean, why have that?
No, they did.
I mean, yeah, to complete the event, but I mean, it looked like an Electrolicus or an Emoculus or something like that. So. Yeah, an oculi. Okay, yeah, thank you. but yeah, I mean, why have that since it was just for you to catch? I mean, you had chest. Why don't just had more chests instead of that? Because it kind of left a little gap,
Yeah, I get what you're coming from, but I mean, they did specify that it was just for the exploration progress.
Yeah, I mean, and that's okay. But
did the chest give Primogems? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember too.
No,
but it's different from a chest and from a Moonchase charm. The Moonchase charm was it looks like it looked rare or something.
They could have opened the shop.
Exactly.
With it, yeah. No, definitely. No, I agree with you. It felt lackluster. Like, okay, we're catching these, but then they expire. So yeah. No, definitely. And, they could have done something around it.
Yeah, and I mean, all in all, the event was a little bit hard. Not hard per se. It was a little bit. You had to put the work to find all of it. So yeah.
I mean, they gave us an NPC that would show you them, but yeah, it was still quite of an effort for what the outcome was. I do agree with you. I actually wanted, because you mentioned about the Moonlight Merriment. I like that event just for the sake of putting the characters a little bit more into the event story. I like when they bring characters to actually have a presence in the events. For example, like we had Eula and Albedo and all of that. And I think it felt, for example, the Lantern Rite was Xiao, for example. One that I thought it was like, this is kind of a disappointment, was the Windbloom Festival. Because like the banners showed Venti and Rosaria, yes, they were in the wishes, but I wanted a little bit more participation of Mondstadt characters into the Windbloom Festival.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
like
that there
was
a
little bit of a story.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there was nothing at all, but a little bit more.
Yeah.
In my opinion, of course.
It fell short. Yeah,
it did. I mean, after the Lantern Rite, Windbloom was very underwhelming.
True. Because the two are kind of the festivals of their own cities.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, the Lantern Rite just blew our minds off, and the Windbloom was just okay.
They put the bar way too high.
True, definitely. And I mean, it was like the Lantern Rite ended, and the Windbloom Festival was just a few weeks away, right? If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. So it was a little bit close together, and we still had the Lantern Rite in our minds. So in that way, it kind of just it was that.
Yeah.
So I have one question for you guys about the Midsummer Iceland adventure. We had the first event where we had added to the game a new or an exclusive area
Yeah.
to explore on during the event, and then take that off when the event was over. What do you guys think about like this new kind of way of doing an event?
Blasphemy. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I understand that it's like it kind of makes sense to the story of the event because the only reason they visited the islands was because they were brought there by Clay's mom. You know, there was a whole mystery around it. I understand that story-wise it makes sense. But at the same time, after you visit the islands, there is no reason whatsoever why you couldn't visit again. So
True.
I don't. Yes, I know. Okay, once you do all the exploration, but it's just like, for example, now Leo or Mondstadt. You don't necessarily do a whole lot there, but you can still visit the places. So they had like they could have perfectly left it there.
Yeah, and since it was an event where you had like a mini boss or a boss over there, you could just leave that boss there, so we can go there and visit the islands just because of that. But no, they decided to remove completely the island.
And the islands had great puzzles as well. I mean, to me, the Midsummer event was a little bittersweet because I really enjoyed it, but it was at a time that I couldn't play Genshin a lot, and I stopped playing for like a month, 2 months probably.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing mid-event. And I lost a lot of Primogems and the Barbara suit, which kind of sucked. But it was like you said. I really wanted to go there again and see all the islands and probably do the puzzles that I couldn't do. So yeah.
I mean,
and picking on that, like for new players that didn't have the chance to play the event, it's kind of a bummer to not be able to visit the island.
True.
Because of course, there are the things where you have specific time things to do, but it's a new area, like and it's
they could have just removed the chests.
Yeah. They could just done that, and the area would be there still. So I don't know what was on their mind to just remove the island.
I mean, it's and it wasn't. And the thing is, it wasn't a small area either. It was quite massive. So to just remove that from the game, I think the game people would gain more because, for example, okay, us, between the three of us, that's not the whole thing, but people enjoy taking screenshots a lot, making art out of the screenshots and wallpapers and collectibles, and the place was beautiful to do screenshots with the many different characters. And it, I mean, yes, I understand, for example, but if they kept it, they would also have to handle with for example, in the Buckster's case, he didn't complete everything on time. So once the event was over, the puzzles would be there, everything would be there, but no rewards because they are event exclusive. Not all of them, like common chests, exquisite chests, usual exploration shit, would have to stay there. But and I know that it can be tricky, but if they wanted, they could, find a way to keep it.
Yeah.
And I hope eventually next summer we will have it back, or a type of it, because there's I kind of doubt it because they did not bring Festering Desire back, but there's an event exclusive weapon, and I would not like to be a recent player and knowing that most likely I will never have the opportunity to get that weapon.
True. I don't have Klee, but I would just enjoy having the Docotails. Because eventually there will be a way that I could get Klee, so...
Yeah. No, I agree.
Awesome.
Or they could, for example, wasn't there a gadget or something that they made available in the store that was from the event? I believe so. They did it before, like event items to now be available in the souvenir shops.
From that specific event, the Midsummer event.
Yeah, I think that Arpastum, no? No. Wait, am I mixing myself up?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I remember there was like the ball thingy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They could find a way. Imagine like they could bring an event, but wait, I'm getting in ahead of myself and thinking about future stuff at this moment. Wait, I'll get there. But and also it quite sucks because you have blueprints that would there's a lot of exclusive stuff there, and it would be cool that next summer they could bring it back.
Yeah.
Or have a way to like make players choose, okay, you want the first version or the second version, because to repeat the whole event for people that already did it is also kind of messy. But getting back very quickly, and I'm going to repeat myself, but what do I think about removing areas, making temporary areas? It's complete blasphemy. And I don't know, it's just unnecessary, completely unnecessary.
True. Let's see if it was a one-time thing.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, because like if we are revisiting some like events, it would be nice to give a chance to the other people that started the game after the release or the beginning.
Yeah.
To have access to those things, and since we are revisiting like a version 2.0 of an event, it would be nice to at least during that time you have access to it.
True. Very much true.
And I just hope if they think about adding some more of this feature of adding a new area, at least next time, let it stay, please.
True.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because like they have all the work to build the area and all that, and just to remove it from the game, it's just a waste.
But I think that applies as well, not only for the area of Midsummer, but also for other features of events. For example, since you have the Serenity Pot, you could perfectly have in a much smaller scale, of course. But for example, that on the Moonlight Merriment, you had that mini game with the cooking. They could make like mini events, mini activities, like mini games within the game. The cooking for Moonlight Merriment, the Labyrinth Warriors, like the dungeons from the Labyrinth Warriors, I'm gonna say Oceanid because I don't remember the actual name, but that the other version where you actually bash the Oceanid and not the mimics.
True.
You could have it as an optional, just for the sake of doing it activity. I'm not talking about having active rewards on this, but something that you could actually do with other people. such as well the theater mechanicus, or that what's the name? You guys remember that event where we fought a bunch of hypostases, where you had the different filters for like making them stronger, or
yeah. That event was really cool as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just or wind trace. You could have like in your Serenity pod, you could have wind trace. I don't know. Just make the events replayable on a smaller scale, just for activities together. The game is already quite limited in co-op, so they could at the very least add, if they already designed something larger, they could make it smaller and replayable.
Yeah, true.
This is also this falls in the category of what I would like to see in the future. But I'm actually very curious, guys, because I know you can be very you two can be very creative in this scenario. Is there any type of event you would like to see them bringing? Either that you thought, like, inspired by other games or any other activities, something that you think it would fit Genshin in the future?
Of course. I think I already say this on another episode, but the one about the like ultimate world boss, where you could join a lot of players
to
join you in co-op and get huge rewards from that, and you have like I'm picking up this from another game, and where you have like a boss where you have like 100% of his life, and every time you can go there once a day, you do your damage, and when it's defeated, you receive a huge ass of rewards, and it would be good to see something like this on Genshin, because
true,
this will be like a mass co-op event, or maybe not event, but world quest that is always on the map.
No, I agree with you. That would be really cool, like an actual big world boss. As for me, I would like to see in the future maybe Spiral Abyss, but co-op mode.
Ooh,
and
that would be nice.
Yeah, but not 3 chambers for it would be from 1 to 12, but always increasing, and it could increase the difficulty. For example, 2 players, 3 players, 4 players. I think instead, because a lot of people would like to make it permanent, I think it would make more sense an event, but an event that could happen, imagine, not multiple times in a patch, but for example, what we already had, the merchandise boxes event, that little thing that you have, like the Elvis looking guy, to that Spiral Abyss coming as often as that one comes, because it's usually just like end of patch event, and I think it would be really cool. In addition to that, sorry to interrupt, it's just one. This is kind of very selective type of event, but for example, in game, I don't know if there's Oil Lab stuff, but you could vote per server the most beautiful Serenity pod, in game. But as I said, it's a very exclusive type of players that would actually be interested in playing this. You were saying, and I interrupted you. I'm sorry. You can say what you were going to say.
Yeah, no, I was just going to add up to what you were saying about events that could be repeated in a way that other games have weekly or monthly events, or even like tri-monthly events. They could also add something like that. I think it would be fun. and I think the Spiral Abyss co-op would be like a great starter to something like that.
Yeah.
I have one thing to add up to that, because I was thinking and speaking on another game I played recently. If you had, I'm thinking this on like the case of like already end game players that have not much to do, but if you had an unlimited mode for Spiral Abyss,
Ooh.
where you could just keep going and going until you are defeated, that would be like a really good challenge for everyone.
True.
Because like you have the Spiral Beast till 12 and that's it. I know it's hard to do something like that because of the limitations we have right now on the game for mobs.
Yeah.
But if you have like more combinations and possibilities, like you could add to those pain in the ass abyss mages that with those shields and and the new and those badass mages they
the heralds.
Yeah, the heralds. Maybe that could be really a challenge. And well, if they I think they had an above 90 levels to some of the mobs. Maybe they could even get higher.
True.
That would be a really good way to test out our comps and to try to improve and do better.
True. I agree. I actually have just one aspect of events too that I'm actually curious to talk about, because Sharp, I know that you haven't played since the beginning, so you missed a couple of events, and this is actually something that bothers me regarding how the game handles events there's some lore into it for the actual main story. For example, we had, in a way, now with Albedo, the whole triple Albedo situation. That adds lore, not necessarily to the main story of the two travelers, but to the lore of Mondstadt in general. Yeah. And something that actually bothered me, it's the event called, and I'm gonna butcher it, but I'm gonna try, Unreconciled Stars, where, I mean, I might be wrong, but it had Mona and Fischl. I don't know at the moment if you can actually revisit this situation through Mona's story quest, because I see that they have a tendency to release character story quests along with events like they did on Albedo last year. But on that event, or during Mona's quest, I don't recall if it's mixed or separately, you see Scaramouche for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And he's back to during Inazuma. But that made me question, like, for example, people that started playing in March or April, or even when Inazuma came, did they have the chance to play Mona's story quest and see Scaramouche before? Because
that's a good question.
Yeah, because we saw the memes. It's like people that see Scaramouche now. Oh no, people that see Scaramouche back then. Yay! You could see people. There's two types of players: people that were happy that he was back, people that thought he was just an asshole because they didn't see it before. And that actually bothers me because, for example, I would like to be able to replay cutscenes in general, but for players that have not played, that's kind of a redundant. Players that have not experienced those cutscenes that actually include lore, I think they lose a little bit of the timeline and the essence of the main story. Not totally, because it's not key situations, but it would be cool if they could, for example, with the daily commissions keys, they could just unlock the cutscene again. I don't know if this is included in the mono story quest. I've done it a long time ago. Maybe it even is. And I apologize if I'm just speaking nonsense. But I think they should find a way if we're going... It's like, okay, you're going to add lore into an event. Make it available to people that will play only after if the event come. For example, the child and Shinyan scenes and dialogue on the other event we just had. I forgot the name. The one with the dungeon. There was some important aspects from child. Would you guys agree? Do you guys think that yes, it's good to add main story to events, but players could lose a little bit of its essence?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, because events will be limited always, right? So in a limited time, and adding story to the events, kind of, if I started the game now, it kind of sucked that I lost a little bit of story. I'm not overly like, I'm not always looking for lore, but it's main story. So I mean, it's not main story, but it's still story. It's still lore, and I would like to know to experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they could like add something, some feature, or maybe on the archives they could add something on there that you could revisit. Even the cutscenes, you don't need to like actually do the event to get to know the story behind it. Maybe that would be a great help for everyone that would came after the event.
Yeah, because it's no, you didn't experience an event, and I think you would enjoy see Scaramouche on that situation, because the cutscene itself was quite intriguing. You're left thinking like, who the hell is this guy, and why is Mona so, on alert with him? And yes, I know that bringing back events can be maybe not in their plans, but come on, man. Story, it's story. That's the main focus of Genshin is story. So please.
Definitely.
Oh, and I just remembered, like, you picking on that, you had the case where in the Midsummer event, you had like kind of an introduction to Klee's mother. Playing the game, maybe you will not get the chance to know about her at all. So that is a big deal.
Yeah.
In terms of story. Yeah.
Beforehand, you basically just know that, well, she's not around. That's all you know about, that she's an adventurer, but that's pretty much it. There isn't too much into it. But you hear her. Sorry. You hear her voice. You hear her voice, and you get to know a little bit more of her as, a character. Not necessarily playable character, we have no idea. But you just get to know her more in general. And there's a lot of players that will not experience that. Almost definitely, because unfortunately, I do not believe they're gonna bring the game in its the event in its entirety. Unfortunately, not to be a party pooper, but I'm very skeptical about it.
Yeah,
most likely.
Let me see if there's any other elements from events that you kind of like you miss overall. I don't think there's a whole lot more. There's Scaramouche, Klee's mother. I don't think there's a whole lot, but it's still details that I think it's
Yeah, because like that is a big deal, because it's like Klee mother, and probably that could be a future character. I don't know, but
true, or relevant for future chapters in the main story even. I remember as well the first what was the name where we received the honor. It's gonna have a comeback now, the event. Sorry guys, I don't remember the name. Give me just a second while I try to find it. Oh, the energy amplifier initiation.
Oh yeah.
You get, if I recall, not a whole lot, but in the beginning, because the NPC that gives you that, it's an NPC from Sumeru. So you get some information about Sumeru with that NPC that I'm not too sure they're gonna repeat that information now. So people could lose some context if it's the same NPC. It's like, oh, what the heck are these people talking about? You know, because there was the amplifier before. As the event said, energy amplifier initiation. You received some key information about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's Sumeru, come on. People will be very like, who must know?
True.
Now, if they want to know, they have to go to YouTube, which is kind of sad.
Yeah,
Sad but true. So, and another thing I would like to see, like every update, maybe, would be like you had like the overflow ley lines, and you had, I think, just one occurrence of overflow of the talent books.
Yeah.
If you could have that every update, that would be so much helpful for everyone, because every talent is so expensive. I'm always crying on Mora, and it would be so good to have, like, at the end of every update, an overflow event where you could add farm some money or XP cards.
True.
And well, since the talent books are a little bit rare, you could like have every 3 months or every a few months you have that specific overflow.
I mean, I do agree with you. They could even do more. I think because in the end of each update they bring those like shorter, slightly the merchandise, the overflow. Why not have both at the same time?
Because I guess people have more time.
Yeah, because it's just, I mean, the events are not complex or anything, and they wouldn't lose money. It was just they would prepare people more. That this could actually benefit them. For example, if people receive more resources prior to the next update, they will feel more motivated on reaching for characters, because they will have more materials to not grind them after they receive the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you definitely. There is no reason they couldn't just do it in the end of each update to have multiple of these events, and also give something for people to do, because you do those in 5 minutes. You log in 5 minutes, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if thinking about it more, you could even have the overflow in bosses, because there are some bosses that God.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have to grind or farm a lot of it. So
yeah.
True. Very much.
Let's see.
And so since Windbloom and the Lantern Rites event, it's probably on the way, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's going to be the same? Do you guys what are you expecting with these events?
Interesting. Well, I hope they're not just copy paste.
True. Yeah.
I know that I understand the feeling of people wanting to experience what they lost, but I mean, there's also a lot of players that already, I don't know, they will have to be very careful of how they use it, because if they do, they can't do a continuation because people could feel lost, but also they can't do copy paste because it'll be boring. I really hope they bring the whole shenanigan of you choose a 4-star from the Lantern Light. That would be really good. Now is there more 4 stars since then from mi-eau?
I think they get it. You had to farm on the event, but you have like I think you had a Beidou and a Xinyan.
It was Beidou, Xinyan, Chinkyu, and Shongyun, right? Did Ningguang?
Yanfei.
Oh, Yanfei was
new?
after, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be cool. Hopefully there will be actually characters whose constellation are not complete yet. And also, this is a rumor. There is no official leaks. This is just rumor, just social media talk, that there will be outfits for Lantern Rite.
Nice.
Like,
hopefully.
Supposedly, like, you know, when Midsummer was Jean and Barbara, where Jean you can buy, Barbara was free. There's a rumor that it's gonna be, I mean, it's completely uncertain if this is even true, but people are like, their expectation, it's for the 5-star will be Kaching, and 4-star will be probably Ningguang or Beidou. I hope that's true,
Beidou
because I
nice.
like both of them.
Yeah. Same.
As for, I hope there's an amazing cutscene. There's a lot of expectations, miHoYo. You put the bar very high.
True.
Before you go further, I have a note to say, because if like this is some kind of my expectation for this event is like, since there's rumors about that, and like a big ass, and you said now the big ass animations, my expectation to like blow our minds is bringing back the I don't know, the Ningguang's castle.
Oh, the J chamber.
If they bring that back and make an amazing animations where like the lanterns go up, or like unveil the castle again, that would be insane to see.
I mean, I agree with you, but I mean that kind of we go that same way regarding the story and the events, because Lantern Rite is a limited time event. Oh my god, sorry. And
okay.
If you had something to the story, I mean, the other players that don't play this event won't know why the palace just came back to life.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because it would make sense for people that have not completed that part yet. Yeah. But at the same time, I might be recalling it incorrectly. I believe if people, for example, want to go to Inazuma, they have to rush the story and go through that part. I think. I'm not sure. If it was main story, right? It was Archon.
Yeah. You had to crash that thing into the Kraken.
I mean,
and
it wouldn't be the first time where an event is locked behind a quest. For example, now Albedo, I saw some people struggling because people wanted to do the event, but they had to do the first Albedo story quest. So it was locked behind a quest.
And I recently saw the Ito quest. The streamer I follow, he had to do the Kokomi quest first and then the Ito.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess, but I do agree with the Buxer is saying. It's like they're gonna lock a very big event behind an Archon story that not a whole lot of people. That could be quite messy.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is, don't do it. It's just
be careful about it.
Be careful, If we, because I also wanted to see the palace again and have like something there, maybe a weekly thing that we could do for the battle pass. or something. But yeah, I mean, let's see.
Well, one thing they could like do is, well, since the castle is back, or probably hypothetically it's back, they could like put NPCs on the castle where they kind of explained the story.
That would happen, yeah.
Yeah, the people didn't watch the crazy ass animations or the where it show up, but at least they have the information what happened there.
True.
It could be made that way. This is just me.
No,
thinking...
but it's a very good idea actually, because we do have the world quest where you literally collect wood in the water to help bring it back, and I don't see a better. It would make sense. It's during Lantern Rite. It would fit really good, but they have to be careful about it.
Yeah, of course, always.
Regarding other events, I hope they improve Windbloom. Windbloom needs a bit more love, and I know that not a lot of people love her, but I would like to see Jean have a presence in the festival. I mean, she's not the president, but she's taking care of Mondstadt. Yeah. Everybody in Mondstadt loves her. So I would like to see her also have a banner, but have a more, relevant presence in the story and in the event, if possible.
True.
Yeah, just like you had in the Midsummer event where, like, she kind of pulled herself because of Glee, but at least we got to see her outside of the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It was kind of weird. See, like, she's always so professional and so mature, and she's like at the beach
with a new costume.
With a new costume, yeah.
It was weird to see. No, it's not weird, but different to see her like that.
Yeah, it's like imagine Yanfei not working, or Ganyu not like overworking.
Overworking, yeah, true. Yeah. I just want to say one last thing about the Windbloom and the Lantern Rite. Well, you talked about the rumor of having of the rewards being skins and well, clothes. I mean, it's not skins; it's more like clothes. I'm hoping to see rewards such as new gadgets and probably wings as well. New skins for the gliders. Well, that's my.
Oh, I would like
my
to see,
hope.
I would like to see more companions like pets.
Pets as well. Yeah, same. I mean, pets. I said gadgets, so pets goes into the same category.
True.
For me, I have like nothing to say about the Windbloom because I expect nothing because I don't know nothing about the event. The one thing I'm expecting is like, from your comments, I want it to be the same level as the Lantern event. Pump it up a bit since the first one, and of course bring Venti back because I want that bitch.
Damn.
I want to C6 him.
Yeah, and I just want. I have everything waiting for him. I have the bow and.
Oh, you do have the bow, yeah. True.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That
so
painful
lucky.
bow. So lucky. Don't say
I wanted that bow.
Oh my god, no! Don't start.
I mean, I need C6 Venti with that bow. I need to have him perfect, like
I'll
the other Archons.
I'll trade it for the stuff of Oma you had.
Well, if you have a Vortex Vanquisher, I'll give you the stuff of Oma.
No. Speaking of trading, there could be an event where once in a year you could actually trade something with one of your friends.
Okay,
an item or character.
Yeah, true. True.
That
Yeah,
would
I mean
be
that
good.
would be cool. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
And,
if
and
there's...
probably trade Pokemons.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know how likely that is, but
Yeah,
we
I'm
can.
joking.
Asking doesn't cost a thing, right?
True.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for today's episode. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add up.
Nope.
Less
Okay.
web events, more in-game events. That's all I have to say.
True. Yeah.
Of course. So if you guys listening to us have any type of something you have to add or new teams you want us to talk about, don't forget to comment on our socials, linked in the description, and don't forget to subscribe, and so don't you miss up the new episodes that will come up.
Yeah.
We hope you guys have enjoyed your holidays, and may our journeys be blessed by the 7. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.